Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're all good, all happy. Just another video today on a few tips and help that I found help me with the dartitis. Disclaimer, obviously it hasn't, these tips and trips haven't completely got rid of my dartitis, because obviously this is the reason why I'm doing these channels and doing these videos, to try and help you guys out there with dartitis. But it's put it on pause, shall we say. A lot of the time it's, I've done these little exercises and things, and it's paused it for a few weeks, whatever, until it's come back. So, hopefully if you can try some of these tips, and it might pause it for months and months or years even. It might get rid of it completely. So that's my main aim, obviously, trying to help you guys out there with your dartitis, with the experience, what I've been going through with my dartitis. Sorry if the quality of the video is not very good. This is, all these videos have been a spare the moment thing. I've literally done these two today that I've uploaded, and I'll be getting something sorted out soon, so please just bear with me. And I'll be doing this in one take as well, so if I mess up a few times, I do apologise. Right, so the first one for me, these are not in order. I've got 7 here. One of them's a bit wacky and a bit out there, but I'll explain it later. There's a bit of science behind it. But the 7 here, I want to try and get through them as quickly as I can. All right, I don't want you to be one of these, half an hour long videos, so I will try and get through it. Right, first one for me was change your throat. That was number 1. When I first got the dartitis, I was throwing the same way after, before and after. So I didn't change anything. It was just the same thing. I was exactly the same with the dartitis. So I throw really close to the ball, so it's not going to look the same. But basically, all I would do was pretty simple: hold it like that, and then obviously I'll just throw it without that bloody stop. So it would go bang, bang, and bang. But it was more fluent. It was kind of like a, if I try and do it, that, and that was it. So it was like a 1, 2, hold back, 3. But obviously when I got back to there to do the third motion, that's when it would pause and it would stuck. And literally when I first got it and it was really bad, my whole body was tensing up, so it'd stick, and I'd be trying to get that fucking thing out from my arm, and it just wouldn't. My whole body, right side were tense. My arm, my shoulder, my chest, my back, and my leg. My legs would completely be aching in the morning for some reason. I don't know why. So I went from that throw to like a Michael Smith type throw. So literally, my logic behind it was, if I could eliminate the pause and just kind of in one action, it wouldn't get caught. So literally, everything was exactly the same with my throw. I stood on the hockey the same, everything. The only thing I was doing a little bit different with my stance was I used to lean forward quite a lot with Van Gogh, but I'd stand a bit straighter. So literally go into the hockey and just like that, like that, like that, right? And it worked. At first, it was more of just a throw-in. I was just, I was letting go of the darts like that. I would obviously get the occasional stick in the throw, it would sometimes go like that, but then I could get rid of it. It was fine. And, and it was all good. And then one day I went to a tournament, was playing with my mates like it fine, went to a tournament one day, went to throw the dart, and this is not even in the match, this is practicing, and I got there, went to throw the dart, so I come up like that, and it got stuck. And I thought, you are shitting me. I said, I've just changed my throw, and now I've got to go back to basics. And I had to change again. So I changed it to like an Eric Priestley type throw. I don't know why, it was just something that I just tried, and it worked for a little while. So all I had to do was hold the dart there, and in my head, all I'd be saying was, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. And then all of a sudden it would just do it. It would just do it, hold it there. Basically, my dart sometimes would, like, it would shake a little bit, go forward, and come on, bang, bang. And then that worked for a little while as well. So, maybe it's not the best thing to do, actually, change your throw. I don't know. Maybe I should have just stuck with the same throw, but it definitely helped for me, changing the throws around. It definitely stopped my dartitis. paused it, shall we say, for a little while until I was ready to, you know. But yeah, so that's number one. Right, number two is change your darts. Now, all right, another thing maybe you shouldn't do, or you should do, whatever, I don't know, but it worked for me. So, and I think the main reason why it worked for me was because the darts that I was using when I got the dartitis, I was affiliating them darts with my dartitis. So I've changed my throw because I had darts with that throw. I then had to change my darts because I had darts using them darts. So I changed. So I changed my darts with the throw, changed everything. And like I said, it worked for a few weeks, months, it was fine. And then all of a sudden it stopped again. So then I had to change them darts as well. So it was a bit of a vicious circle, but it does definitely help for a little while. And also what I found is I started using a set of brass darts, and because they were a bit thicker in your hand, that helped me a little bit as well. Obviously you're not going to be using them in a match or whatever, but it did help me a little bit, just help with my release. So that may be something you can try as well. Number three is throw more than 3 darts. So at different stages of my dartitis, it's been all different things. Like some of the time I couldn't even let the dart go, that's when it was really, really bad. And then other times it was just the first dart. So I'd get stuck with the first dart, but then the second dart and third dart, no problem whatsoever. So what I've done is I've got, they are Devon Peterson phase 1 darts. I've got 2 sets of them. So what I've done is I thought it'd be better to have the same set of darts. So I've got 6 of them in my hand. The first dart literally was just like a baseball throw, just get it out. As soon as I got that one out, just all the rest of them were fine, were absolutely fine. And what that told me in my head was, obviously by getting rid of that first one, you're throwing them 5 darts repetitively with no stick and no problem. Sometimes, the odd time, I'd baseball throw the first one, and then sometimes, because I've just completely baseball throwed it and I haven't threw it fluently, the second one would then stick a little bit. So, you know, but most of the time it did help me. And then I would mainly do that as I was warming up type thing, and then when my arm got a bit warmed up and I felt more confident, and then I'd just get the 3 darts and then it would help a little bit. Right, this is the bit I've got to take the camera off because I've got to show you. But number 4 is what I'm doing now, and for some reason I can't remember, maybe once or twice throwing I've ever got dartitis by doing this, is throw closer to the board. So let me just take this off for a minute. I need to show you. So what I've done is I put some masking tape lines in my dart mat. Right, so there's my hockey. So what I was doing, right, so I was standing at the first hockey, right, and I was throwing darts. So I'll try and have a little throw now. I was throwing darts, and to be fair, I was actually throwing them alright. These ones are fucking shocking, but I was throwing them fine, absolutely fine. I'm going in the board, no stick, nothing whatsoever, and I don't know why. It's like the darts weren't there. So what I do is I throw, you know, till I feel comfortable, then I've moved back to the next one. Throw, and then I've moved back, and then, you know, move back, go back until I got to the hockey, and then I was throwing fine. Sometimes what would happen is, say I'd be on the 3rd one, I'd be throwing fine, move back to the 4th one, the one, you know, nearest the hockey, and my dartitis were kicking and I'd get stuck. So then what I would do was just go back, or go forward, shall I say, to the next line and just throw until I feel comfortable, then go back again. And then if it would stick again, I'd go forward again. But then if it wasn't, it was throwing fine, then I'd go to the hockey. Now, I don't know why this helped me, but it just did. It really did help me for some reason. And I can't explain it why. That's what I mean. That's why if I went to that hockey and started throwing, you know, it would be quite bad. I wouldn't be able to really throw properly in darts were kicking. But now I'm standing right close to it. I can whether it's to do with how much pressure or how much force you're putting into your throw, because I'm not putting as much in because I'm right near it, I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, it definitely helped for me. So, give it a go. See if it works for you. That's the aim. Right, number 5 is work out before you throw. Workout / warm your body up. Like I said, for me, I don't know why, but it did. It just helped. I was getting up in the morning, so my routine lockdown. Yeah, when the dartitis was getting quite bad, I'd get up in the morning. I'd have a little workout in my garden when obviously the weather was nice. I got some, the cables there, like warming up with them, and then obviously I got some dumbbells and some barbells, and I was just having a little workout. I bought boxing skipping rope as well. That's quite a savage workout if you've ever done it before. It's knackering on your legs and that glutes, and yeah, for some reason, so I was doing that, having a good warm up, and then I was jumping in the shower and I was all fresh and I was warmed up. And when I was having a throw, it seemed to, maybe because sometimes my muscles were aching a little bit, and that achiness was not making me concentrate on the dartitis. I don't know, but it did definitely work. So if you've got any equipment in your house, anything at all, just try to have a little workout, work your arms, your chest, your legs, whatever, all body running, a bit of cardio or something, even go for a run. Just see if it helps, Right, now, what's that, number 6? Right, number 6. Number 6 is the one that's it's a bit out there. This is going to be, this has been the last one. Number 6. Well, this one's a little bit weird, but it's got a bit of science towards it. And I'll get the science up for you. So, basically, I've had a throw with my mate on the weekend, and it didn't go very well, and I was obviously a bit gutted about it, but and I was meeting him up again in 2 weeks' time, and I didn't really want to go, but I was a bit apprehensive, and I didn't buy what I bought because of this. I just bought it. I bought myself a new aftershave, right? It was quite a nice one. So before I went out, it's the first time I wore it. I sprayed it on me, and it smelled really nice, and all I could smell was that aftershave. And all I kept thinking was, oh, that's lovely, that after. I don't know if you've ever done it, you sprayed yourself with aftershave, like a tester on your arm, and can't stop smelling it. But that's what happened. I sprayed it on me. It's quite a strong one, and all I could smell was that aftershave. So I don't know, obviously, well, what I think is the smell of the aftershave was not letting me think about my dartitis, because I was thinking about, how good this smells. It wasn't letting me, get the dartitis in my head. So when I played absolutely fine without the dartitis. So every time I walk into the dartboard, you get like a little whiff because you're moving or whatever. Sounds silly, but there is a bit of science towards it, and I'll read it out now. You'd have to. My reading is not the best, so you'd have to forgive me if I have to repeat a few words again. But your fragrance can make you more confident, according to science. Aromas can enhance your mood and change your behaviour, says Danielle Fleming, a fragrance expert and founder of Note Fragrances. Fragrances play a huge role in how you feel and has the ability to inflict a range of emotions, from feeling confident, sexy, happy, relaxed, and more. According to one study, 90% of men and women surveyed, ranging from teenagers and up, said they feel more confident when wearing a fragrance compared to when they're not. That's because your olfactory system, aka your sense of smell, is directly connected to the limbic system, a primitive part of the brain responsible for interpreting emotions and memories. So basically just saying that, it makes you feel more confident, and it even said relaxed on there. So I don't know, maybe that was why, I had the aftershave on me, it made me feel more relaxed because I knew I smelled good. I don't know, it sounds really crazy and really out there, but it did help me. So if you've got any aftershave or you need to go and get some, I wouldn't suggest blind buying some, because you might not like it. So if you can, get a tester of it. If you like it, then try it. It might work, it might not. I don't know, alright, so give it a go. I'm not sure, but you know, that's all I've got for the minute. There is a few more tips out there, but I didn't really want to do like a massive long video. Like I said, you know, my videoing skills at the minute are shocking. I'm doing it on my phone. I've never really done anything like this before. So, you know, like I said, please, you know, excuse me for the poor quality of it. But the only reason why I'm doing this is to try and help people out. You know, I know what it's like going through dartitis. It's shocking, and it's not spoken about enough. You know, like if you're doing something that you love doing, and you can't do it anymore because of what's happening to you, you know, it's upsetting and it's depressing, and it is. You know, it might sound a bit dramatic, but it is. It's gutting. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, this is why I want to do it, and not enough people talk about it. You know, I've met quite a few people out there that have had it, and you know, they don't like talking about it because, you know, the word dartitis is like a taboo word. You know, oh, don't say it because we might get, I don't know, but people don't like talking about it. So, you know, if this video helps anyone in any way, then that's my whole aim of it, is to try and help people out, give them tips and tricks or help or whatever to try and get over this, what we got. So, yeah, and if you've got anything that's helped you, even as crazy as wearing aftershave, please don't hesitate to put in the comments, because someone might read it. I'll read it obviously, and I'll try it, and if it works, it works. You know, you guys might suggest something for me that I haven't tried yet, and it could be the one that, you know, gets rid of my dartitis. So please don't hesitate to put anything, you know, in the comments, unless it's, you know, a bit naughty, then don't bother. But, you know, and hopefully obviously people that are watching this video will read them comments as well, and they will try it, and maybe it will help them with the dartitis and potentially to the goal of getting rid of it. And that's what I want to do. So, you know, cheers for everyone watching the video, and you know, hopefully this video helps someone out there. So cheers again, thank you very much.